Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo, it's the Pipeman, and we had some technical difficulties and still started on time. So here I am, the Adventures of Pipeman, and we're going to talk about the things behind me today with the pipe nuts. Now, can any of you guess what that is behind my right ear? And we'll have Rachel and Rebel tell us what's behind my left ear. And now we'll bring on all the pipe nuts for the Adventures of Pipeman here on W4CY Radio. Come on down, pipe nuts. Oh, boy.
Lube?
Look at those glasses. I love those glasses, Rebel. I just love those glasses.
I love these. So many people seem to like them. So it's like, yeah, okay, we'll do this. I look like Red Fraggle today, and why not?
Today I'm dressed to match OnlyFans, and I got my Beatles OnlyFans sunglasses on. And then look at Rachel over there. She just changed her whole hairdo.
I know, right? What's this you got going on here, Rachel?
What's with that? What is it? What is it, Rachel? Tell us about it. Has it gotten you banned from anywhere?
I just was saying I was on, it's so weird. TikTok is watching me so close, and I just got another violation. Now they're watching me. They watch it.
Well, that's what happens when you become a big shot there.
That's what happens.
And see, you know what it is? They have a new ginger filter, and you're a ginger now, so you're violating by copying their ginger filter with your own.
Well, there's only one way to know for sure.
So which one of you pipe nuts wants to tell me what's above my right ear or to the right of my right ear?
That's lube.
It's lube? Okay, well, that's a good guess, but that is wrong,
No.
but thank you for playing. Okay, Rebel, what's your
seeds in someone's hand?
Seeds?
Seeds in someone's hand.
But thank you for playing. See, we don't need sound effects. I make my own. Okay, Juan, you're the final pipe nut to have a chance at figuring that out.
Jellyfish larvae.
That is exactly what it is. Ding, 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 ding. He is the winner.
She
actually has a jellyfish.
Yeah, it wasn't a jellyfish, though. This is my third time since I've been here in Costa Rica getting stung by jellyfish larvae, and this was by far the worst time. Like,
wow.
The last couple days I had the chills, and I knew. I went in the water was cold. When the water gets cold here, that's when it happens, and I knew. And here's the thing. When I'm surfing, I'm wearing a rash guard, I'm wearing board shorts, and I'm wearing water shoes. So what happens is they get stuck in your clothes. Whatever you're wearing, they get stuck there, and that's how they sting you. So like my whole upper body, my whole legs and feet are all covered with this crap.
Wow.
That you see over my right ear there.
And how long does that hurt for?
Well, it hurts, it itches, you can get a fever, chills, there's all kinds of other stuff. I did have chills for the past 2 days. It lasts anywhere from 4 days to a month.
Oh my goodness. That's worse than getting stung by one of their, adult ones.
Well, because you got a whole bunch of them too. And here's what happens, okay? I knew it because I kind of felt it when I was in the water. It doesn't feel like something's like pinching you. It just feels like something's like poking you. Not like a sting from a wasp, just a little poke. And you're like, oh, that's weird. That's what it feels like. And then it takes about 4 to 24 hours. I want to prepare all you people that go in the ocean because it takes 4 to 24 hours for this stuff to show up. So, and here's what everybody calls it. I want to dispel a myth. Everybody calls it sea lice. There are no such thing as sea lice, and they're not related. But they do. If you Google sea lice, it shows up, and then it tells you it's I guess because nobody wants to say jellyfish larva. That doesn't sound cool,
What
It's like,
sea lice does?
well, it does have a scarier ring to it, I think. Like you think of your kids getting lice in school,
Ew.
contagious whatsoever. Okay. So sea lice are, regular lice are, sea lice are not. But no, there is no such thing as sea lice. There's no lice in the ocean. But these little screwballs, okay, I gotta tell you, they could take down an elephant. Okay? Like I haven't been in the water since because, and then here's what you do. There's certain treatments for it. The urine thing is bullshit, by the way.
That's only if you get stung by it.
No, it's a bullshit story. That's
Really?
a myth. It's just, I guess it's just sick people having a reason to do water play. I don't know.
Yeah, right. OnlyFans.
We'll have to see that on the OnlyFans. Okay. And then, okay, so here's what you do. Vinegar. So I bet, first of all, as soon as you get out of the water, I made a mistake too, because as soon as you get out of the water, you're supposed to get your bathing suit off. But like I would have gotten arrested if I did that. So I went back, returned the board, showered at the surf place, and then made a couple stops on the way home. And then I doused myself in vinegar. Like my whole body was in vinegar. I was.
Does it matter what kind? Like,
yes, it does. But I was a walking douchebag, just like a lot of people are nowadays. Not to talk politics, but there's a lot of walking douchebags out there. Okay, but yeah, it just needs to be the regular white vinegar. You can also use ammonia.
Oh,
I choose vinegar is much better than ammonia. I'm not throwing ammonia on my body. Okay.
No.
Probably not a good idea.
Surprisingly enough, like it covered the inside of my thighs, the under of my belly.
I'm grabbing my toy.
Get anywhere near my genitals. I don't know what. You ever notice that? Like I have to ask, well, I don't know if it applies to women, but I'll ask Juan too. Like, notice mosquitoes never bite your genitals. Like they never bite your genitals. Jellyfish don't sting your genitals. No-see-em don't bite your genitals. I've like never gotten bitten in the genitals, but I've gotten bitten around, but nowhere.
Okay, well here's the thing. Most of the time, the genitals are covered.
No,
so
but
maybe people on nude beaches have those issues.
No, well, that's the whole point. The jellyfish stings, they go under your clothes. Okay, so basically they get trapped in there. They get trapped in there. And with mosquitoes, what? You never got a mosquito bite through your clothes ever?
Okay, but that's layers of clothing. Unless, of course, you're going commando. Maybe. I mean, it's just one layer of clothing.
I've never thought about that, but I don't think I've ever got a mosquito bite on my, JJ.
Exactly.
Just the inner thigh.
But close. Okay, so if you're wearing underwear, like you're saying, Rebel, how would they bite your inner thigh then, based on your logic?
Because, all right, jeans is one thing, but when you got to go through jeans and
you have your underwear at your inner thigh, don't you?
I don't know any women that have their underwear at their inner thigh.
I know women that wear boxers. You mean to tell me no women wear boxers?
They could, but I don't. I mean, I suppose.
That must be a Jewish thing.
No, Jewish women don't wear boxers, but it is a thing.
They wear weird stuff. They wear like skirts and pants together and like,
It's called a skort.
Wigs. They're crazy.
Well, that's not crazy. You're crazy because of that wig, but the women in Judaism don't wear wigs because they're crazy. That doesn't mean they're not crazy. The wigs are set because their head is not supposed to be exposed to God. I don't get that in any way.
Why do they always have like the brown wigs? I never see them wearing like wigs like this. Is that like a thing?
I think they're just trying to match their own hair.
Wearing blonde wigs either.
Because how many Jews do you see that are blonde? I mean, there are some, but most aren't. Especially the Orthodox.
What do they call? What am I called? Like it's called like a shitspa or something.
You are a shitspa, but that's not in Jewish.
No, it is.
You're a
No,
shiksa. You're a shiksa. You're a shiksa shitspa.
Yeah. I joined J-Date one time, and this guy was like, "You don't look Jewish."
Oh, you're one of them. Look at that. She just told us something about her because she went on. Women that go on J-Date, they're looking for Jews with money. That's why they go on J-Date.
No, okay? I like Jewish people. I wanted a Jewish.
Because they have money.
I was going to get myself a nice Jewish boy, and I live in Houston in a very Jewish community. My
nice Jewish boys don't date. Don't date girls that date their husbands. I mean their cousins.
Oh, talking about that, he's out in Costa Rica this week, looking for you.
I saw him.
You did?
He's why I got the jellyfish stings.
Yeah. He came out there to look for you. Cousin boyfriend.
Well, that's why I ran in the water to get away from him. And I got the jellyfish stings. Okay. But it is brutal this time, man. They're like all over brutal. What a way to close out Costa Rica.
They left you with a parting gift.
I already scheduled the show. You know what's funny? I don't know what happened here, but I scheduled the show for when I'm back in Florida. I didn't schedule next week's yet because I already knew I was going to talk about coming when I get back. But today, I don't know what happened. I scheduled this the other day, and then it shows up that it was on April 1st. I think somebody played an April Fool's joke on the Pipeman. That's what happened.
I agree.
I can't tell you live on the air. People are going to be at the airport watching
Stalkers.
for me. I've had that happen where I've gotten off a plane, okay, and I get a text from somebody that's my stalker, like the minute I got off the plane, like, welcome to LA.
That's me. You know, I'm your stalker. I'm gonna send you messages. Where are you now?
You can stalk me anytime you want, but some of the others, they're crazies. There was another stalker, Ask Rebel from the Pipeman Show. She was waiting outside the security gate of the Pipe Cave as I was getting home from the studio. I just kept driving. I didn't turn on the street.
So wait, now I want to. Let's talk about the eclipse that's happening next week. Is it gonna? Can you see it in Costa Rica, or are you gonna be back here?
Well, you can usually see the eclipse from a lot of places, but I'm not really sure. I didn't look it up yet.
There's a track that it goes.
Yeah. It's going to be more towards like Texas and then going up into New York.
Yeah. You know what's wild? Speaking about the sun, you know how normally, like where you are in Texas, where you are in Louisiana, where you are in Florida, you can't just sit there and stare at the sun because it blinds you, right? So here in Costa Rica, right when it's about to set, like, you know, it's normal when it's up about, you know, like a couple hours up in the sky. But then when it gets closer, you can actually sit there and stare at it and you see the perfect circular form of it. It doesn't look like when you say it, like it looks like you're looking at the moon in orange or pink or yellow. I mean, everybody's going to have to check out my socials because I'm going to post I've been posting stuff on stories, but I'm going to post a shitload of stuff on my Instagram and on my Facebook and make a whole album. The most pictures I have are of sunsets. Like it's a must every day. Like it is a rule. Forget sleep, forget eating, anything else. That stuff's not important. But every day it is a must that I go to a sunset. And that's true of everybody here too. It's like a religious experience. You must go down for the sunset. But it is magical. And then there's places here that have that green flash. Do you know what that green flash is? You never heard of it? Oh, you got to Google it. Basically, it's when the sun hits the horizon of the flat earth.
Flat earth, right? Okay, we'll go there.
Then there's this like green flash.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's why we don't get it in Florida, because over here in Florida, the earth is round. That's probably why.
Exactly. Well, when you're here at the equator, it's flat.
It's flat.
Like,
Yeah.
I've
Makes sense.
actually paddled out to the horizon, and
Mhm.
it was like a waterfall because that's why they have
Oh, that's
lots of
nice.
waterfalls in Costa Rica, because it's right at the edge of the earth, so all the ocean is just flowing off into the jungle. You have to check it out.
Just flows
I like
off.
the sun. I like the sunrise. I love sunrises, and I haven't. It's what's funny is so cousin boyfriend like that. You know how there's times like have you ever dated somebody and there's times that like y'all have the sexy time. Our sexy time is in the morning. So I haven't seen the sun come up since October.
Well, that's just plain stupid. If you're with somebody, you should be watching it together.
I know, but that's our
That's what I mean
time.
about you can't get in a relationship and make sacrifices. See, you just
No, I
sound
mean,
like right now. I tell you, whoever the
obviously you haven't slept with my cousin boyfriend.
well, and thanks for that. Okay, but let me just say that in order to be the pipe lady, you know, I'm not gonna miss sunsets or sunrises or fuck that. Buy the Groupon, get out before the sunrise.
Yeah.
Let's play the commercial one for the Pipeman Groupon, because we need to do that before Rachel and Rebel talk about what's above my left ear.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm not
what is
seeing
that?
it.
Like a crab eating vajayjay? That's what it looked like. Looked like you had a mustache eating vajayjay.
Let's talk about OnlyFans.
Comes up with stuff.
We're going to,
All right,
but
we're ready with the Groupon.
Okay, let's do the Pipeman Groupon.
Are you tired of the same old bed and breakfast? Come visit the Pipe Cave, where you can service the Pipe Man all night long, and then serve the Pipe Man breakfast.
And then get the hell out.
That's
Before
the Pipe Man
sunset.
Groupon. The Groupon special is normally $1.99, but today it's on sale for $99. Just call into the show right now. 561-623-9429. And you too can have the Pipeman Groupon. I had the Groupon. You should too.
What a
So,
perfect
normally
segue
$1.99,
into the
wait,
Pipeman
$1.99.
Only Fans. The Pipeman Groupon has been upgraded to the Pipeman Only Fans. Okay, I got, I don't know how some people get an OnlyFans, because what you have to do, you have to submit a picture of you and then a picture of you holding your ID. Okay. And I did it 25 times and got rejected. They're saying it's not me. Okay. And I
Pretty
think
hard not to be.
I think what it is these phones. Okay. Like, that's why I don't know if you know this. Do you know that the new selfie thing for the younger generation, the one younger than Gen Z, is to do what
3-year-olds?
They're called 0.5s. They're called 0.5s, and there's a setting on your phone for a 0.5 zoom, and then you turn the phone around, not using the selfie. You use the regular camera, and you take a picture that way, and that's the new selfie, because it takes a better picture on the other side. So that was my mistake. 25 times I tried doing selfies. It just didn't work. And then I had somebody, I was like, permiso.
Excuse me, por favor. Can you please take me a picture? At least they didn't say, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, I can't. It's not Verizon."
I'm like stopping random people as I'm walking down the street. I'm like, permiso, foto, por favor. And everybody's like looking at me like,
There's a selfie thing. You can do it yourself.
They're like 5 mil. I had one person that wanted 10 mil. 10 mil. Do you know what 10 mil is? It's 10,000. 10,000 colones to take my picture.
Maybe he thought or she thought you were asking to take their picture.
No,
And
I
they
was
wanted-
very clear about that because a couple times they tried to do that. I'm like, no, I want your picture. I want my picture. But finally, I got somebody to do it. It only cost a favor. We'll just leave it at that. An OnlyFans favor.
Oh, wow.
And they took my picture. And I guess that's what you have to do. That kind of picture is what you need. Oh, look at this. The ginger has a fan. She's not even paying attention. She's looking at her phone.
I know. I got the news people calling me right now.
Well,
like,
say
I'm
hello to
told
this
them
person.
why.
This
They want
person
me
is
to be on the
saying
news
hello to you.
tomorrow.
Hi, Gary.
Rachel.
I told him to watch.
All right, well,
Hi,
tell them
Gary.
hello. Like, acknowledge if somebody's going to talk to you in the show. Come on now.
Hello, Gary, Gary.
There you go. Why don't you give him like a voluptuous, sultry hello? Pretend he's your cousin.
OnlyFans.
Pretend he's your cousin. Yeah, there's the OnlyFans. Okay,
What are you
Rachel,
asking me to do, Pipeman?
tell me about the Pipeman OnlyFans. Well, don't tell me. Tell the listeners.
Okay. So we have now been, after 25 rejections, we're now on OnlyFans. What are we going to show on there? Are we just going to be putting our show on there? Or are we going to like, can I send you like weekly pictures?
Yeah,
What
you
needs
can.
to go on OnlyFans.
We
You
need
need
you.
to show me how to sign on to it because
we
I take
need-
pictures every day.
You gotta
we
send
need
them
you
to him.
eating. We need you eating and taking foot pics. And Rebel, what are you going to do for the OnlyFans?
Provide OnlyFans material.
And does it have to do with pigtails?
Some people might like that. Actually, you know, some.
Are you gonna?
people might
Are you
like-
gonna have like pigtails and a diaper? Because that is a thing. you know.
No. Well, yeah, but no.
I mean,
I am not.
because the pigtails to me are kind of creepy, to be honest. Like,
Oh my god, that
well,
in the voice
listen,
would really freak you out, wouldn't it?
I like the pigtails. If I would
Okay,
have known you
wait,
were going with
wait,
pigtails, I would've
We
done
gotta
mine.
hear the voice. Okay, do the pigtail
No,
voice.
you freak out when I do it.
Do it anyway. See
Do it
who?
anyway.
See whoever's
Oh,
listening
Tommy,
if they freak
I don't know
out.
why it freaks you out, but you know it just does. Don't know
It's like
why.
it's like Chucky's baby.
Well, you know there is a series, so might as well.
Okay, so with that voice, with those pigtails, tell the listeners what they can expect from you on the Pipeman OnlyFans.
God. Well, you know, you never know what exactly you're gonna find from me. But make sure to subscribe.
That's how she does voiceovers for professional commercials, by the way.
How I do voiceovers for professional commercials.
Ask Juan. Juan, am I right or am I right?
Well,
You are right.
heard one of the you heard one of the voiceovers. You know,
Juan,
I think that
Yes,
Group
sir.
1 commercial sounds familiar.
what do you think Rebel and Rachel should contribute to the Pipeman OnlyFans?
Well, I think people are gonna have to subscribe to find out.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think Juan has got
people
the brains
text
out of
me.
all of us.
Why are they texting me on my show? Should we
Because
bring them
they
on
know
the
better
air?
than to call you.
We should bring them on the air. Okay.
I'm gonna take my fans that watch and let them be my camera people for the week.
Ooh.
Gary,
Ooh.
Gary,
Ooh, that's
hot.
okay.
Gary, I need a
He,
cameraman.
he has another message for you. It's like his own private chat here for the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
There it is.
See, talk. Gary and I have got.
Is that a
private
code
pictures
word? Yeah,
on
that's a code.
OnlyFans, right, Gary?
Saw the quotes.
Gary's like, wait a minute, Rachel, I've got a wife. Shut up.
Well, you know, that's not abnormal either. Like, we do live in a society where polyamory and non-ethical monogamy. Can any of you describe non-ethical or ethical monogamy versus non-ethical monogamy to me?
Well, possibly
I mean,
non-ethical
let's go back.
monogamy
monogamy.
Non-ethical monogamy would be being, monogamous with someone other than your. But that I don't see how that could work because that makes it poly or something. Is there any such thing as non-ethical? Or, unless they want to call it, before living together without being married. Is that where you're going with that?
Ooh, no.
No?
It just means you have a license to bang anybody you want.
No, that's an open relationship. That's not.
I got that.
That's
non-ethical
non-ethical.
monogamy.
All right. Well, Rebel, Google the definition of ethical monogamy or non-ethical monogamy. Google it and read me the definition.
Oh, for crying out loud.
It's a beautiful thing. I have that going on right now with my cousin boyfriend. He's got like 5 of the other cousins like on the side.
Well, yeah, he's your cousin, so that's definitely non-ethical monogamy. Okay.
Right.
That sounds more like a family reunion.
There's ethical
It brings a whole new thing to a family reunion.
There's ethical non-monogamy is what you got to look up, Rebel.
Talk
I
about
like to think that I'm number 1 girlfriend though.
Ethical non-monogamy.
I think you just have a lot of weird holidays.
So
is there such a thing as ethical non-monogamy? How can you be ethical about it?
That's it. That's what you're looking up. Read that. It is a thing, by the way. It is totally 100% a thing. So what about, okay, let's see how smart Rachel is. Okay. This is we're going to see if she's as smart as she's beautiful. Okay.
And she looks.
Okay. What is a sapiosexual?
Sapio. Somebody smart.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. The Pipeman needs that. The Pipeman needs somebody that can
An intelligent fuck.
Can intellectually stimulate me. And that's
An
why I have
intellectual
such
fuck is actually the description.
And that's why I have such an intimate relationship with Jellyfish Larvae. See, it all ties together. Okay, so
ethically non-monogamous. Ethical non-monogamy refers to any relationship dynamic in which partners consent to pursue sexual and romantic connections with multiple people. It's called an open relationship. Why do Americans keep changing the names of the same damn thing? It still means the same thing.
Because you got to be more specific so it can be more divisive that there's smaller groups of people. It's kind of like
the difference between an open relationship and ethical non-monogamy. Somebody wanted to put big words in there. It still means you're getting it from whoever you can. All right, God, I don't understand this.
And you are an expert in that, aren't you, Rebel?
I am.
So maybe you should start changing what you call it. Maybe it just sounds cooler. Like an open relationship sounds like, oh, you're cheating. But ethical, whatever it is.
If you have an open relationship, you're not cheating.
Right, exactly. There's no cheating, but in other people's minds, you are.
I think it's more towards like
relationship. You're free to make that choice. If you choose to be with somebody else, you choose to be with somebody else.
Tell us the difference between an open relationship and ethical non-monogamy.
I think open relationship is more like you can just sleep with whoever you want, but ethical non-monogamy is more towards like people that are not married. Like you can, like if you were married to multiple people, that would be different. But non-monogamy means like you're not married to that person, right?
But monogamy just means to be with someone. It doesn't mean it's not marriage in any way. It's just saying that you can see other people dating and going steady. I mean,
but ethical non-monogamy means you're not in any relationship. Open relationship means you're in a relationship with somebody, and then you venture out. The other one means you're just not you're monogamous. You're not monogamous. Ethical non-monogamy.
Okay.
There's no monogamy whatsoever.
I want to say something. So
it sounds like we're eating top ramen, to be honest. It's like the monogamy ramen. Go ahead. What do you guys say, Rachel?
Okay. So cousin boyfriend was telling me that, like, he's a world traveler, and he was telling me that there's some other places in the world where when you marry, like let's say you marry a man, you marry into the whole family, and the woman that you marry is expected to sleep with the brothers, all the guys.
You don't have to go to another country for that. You just go to Utah.
So hot.
Sister wife.
So hot. I was like, that is so cool. And I was really excited because cousin boyfriend has a brother. And so then at that point, like after that, I was like, can I do your brother? Right. And he was like open to playing that out. It was so exciting.
According to Google, open relationships are another form of ethical monogamy. The ethical non-monogamy being the umbrella term. Open relationships refer to any relationships where partners or can't take your call right now. Where
is that the studio line calling?
No. Let's see. Open relationships refer to any relationship where partners are currently open to sexual or romantic relationships with other people. Not all ethical non-monogamous relationships are open relationships. You're confusing this. It's just too confusing. I mean, seriously, it's just putting more lines on things to mean the same thing.
What do you think that means?
The same thing. They both the identical same thing. You're seeing other people.
Read it again and we'll go over the differences.
Okay. Do you want both of them read again or just this one?
Both. Whatever you got.
I want to know how to get on the OnlyFans. If I'm somebody watching this right now and they're like, where do we get on? How do we find us on OnlyFans?
Okay, so it's gonna be, the thing is Pipeman Radio, just like all my socials. So it's at Pipeman Radio.
Okay.
There is no new content yet, but there will be. But you can sign up and subscribe. Just not today, maybe.
Okay.
So you know what I'm doing while I'm doing this show? Like I'm not even looking at you guys. I am looking at the camera, but I'm not even looking at you guys, even though it looks like I'm looking. That's why it's great about sunglasses. But I am downloading an audio for us to play during the show, and you'll see what it is. And the audio is going to be everybody's cue to win tickets to festivals.
Do people need to subscribe to our OnlyFans? Are they paying? Are you going to be paying us? Like when we start making all this money, are you giving us? Because I swear to God, I'll put in content. I'll take all these sexy pictures that I put on all my Facebook and socials, and I'll send them and put them on our OnlyFans. But are you going to give us anything in return? Or are you just going to like feed us?
I'm going to provide you with free certificates for the group.
We get to lick your nuts.
You get that? Well, you already get that, so that's no bonus. But
we get a discount.
I think I'll pass on that one.
You do, yeah, I'll pass too. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there is for me. But okay, so yeah, you're gonna get. But the incentive is you earn certificates to the Pipeman Groupon.
Is this like travel points or?
It's similar. It's similar. Like you get free flights.
How many points do you need to get a certificate for the Groupon?
All right, wait a minute. Let's be specific, ladies and gentlemen. What he's talking about right now just applies. He's saying it just applies to the Pipe Nuts because you guys can subscribe to OnlyFans.
Yeah, they subscribe and pay, but I can't legally pay you guys because that would be against the law. That would be like, in Costa Rica, prostitution's legal, but having a pimp is not.
Legal in Vegas,
pimps are legal in Costa Rica, only being a prostitute.
You can't say pimp anymore. It's called a manager, right?
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. No, pimp stands for prostitute in man's pocket. That's what pimp stands for.
Interesting. Wait, see? Juan, what is it called?
It's called a manager.
A manager. I need a manager.
I bet you can't do it in Costa Rica.
Believe me.
Uh-oh. There's an interruption.
Rocklahoma.
America's biggest Labor Day party is back with the loudest lineup yet. This August 30th through September 1st in Pryor, Oklahoma, with, for the first time ever, Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, Disturbed, Evanescence, plus A Day to Remember, Lamb of God, Hailstorm, Mastodon, Anthrax, Skillet, Clutch, Nothing More, Kerry King Band, Cold Chamber, Bad Flower, Pop Evil, and many more. Passes and camping on sale now at Rocklahoma.com, starting at $10 down. Don't miss the best camping and the biggest rock party. Rocklahoma, life, liberty, and the pursuit of rock.
So DWP just like invaded our show because that announcement was made yesterday. They did it, every time it's been during showtime, and they realized that they were doing it during showtime. So they decided to do it yesterday so we could properly promote Rocklahoma. Now, let me tell you something about Rocklahoma. Okay. And I'm giving tickets away to Rocklahoma, but I'll even give people choice of other festivals that we're doing on the Pipeman Radio Tour. In fact, Juan, first of all, when I played that, was that too loud, or was that loud enough, or was that good? Or you're the engineer. I just put the shit in there and played it. I didn't even. It was a bit loud. It was a bit loud. Yeah. Okay, well, I hope we didn't kill people's ears with it, but that's kind of like what it's like to be there. Okay, we want to make people feel like they're there. Okay, but at Rocklahoma, okay, what's cool about Rocklahoma is that it is the coolest camping festival in the whole country. Like, it is the one that I definitely camp at. Like, some I camp at, some I don't, some I don't care either way. This one I have to camp at is the coolest. And we're going to have to maybe have a booth for the Pipeman Only Fans at the Rocklahoma campground, because there's stuff like that goes on. I'll have to tell you all about it. But what a lineup, right? And do me a favor, Juan, can you pull up and play it on the show? When you pull it up, let me know, and then I'll tell you when to play it. The video of the new song by Kerry King. Kerry King's the guitarist of Slayer, and he's going to be performing at Rocklahoma and other DWP festivals, including he's going to be performing in the reunion of Slayer, so that's going to be cool. But Rocklahoma, the campgrounds, like, you never even have to go into a festival. It's so entertaining in the campgrounds. First of all, these friends I made, like, in the first year I was there, well, let me back up a second. So many years, I got approved for credentials for Rocklahoma, but it was at the same time as a DWP festival. So I always chose the DWP festival and didn't go to Rocklahoma. Then I decided one year, because there wasn't a conflict, I was going to go. And literally 3 days before Rocklahoma, I got COVID and couldn't go. And I had all these interviews set up. In fact, Jarris Johnson, who is a TikTok star who's done copies of Papa Roach and all these other cool bands, and he makes it this like new rock version, his version. He's really big. You got to check him out on TikTok. He calls me up from the press tent. Hey, I have an interview with you. And I'm like, yeah, they didn't tell you, because I sent out emails to all the publicists. I'm not there because I had COVID, but I'll tell you what, since you're calling me, call my studio line right back and I'll do it anyway. And I was like deep in severe COVID, and I did an interview, and I wasn't even set up. Like, I set up the studio and everything, and I did that interview live from Rocklahoma from my bed. But so then the next year I finally got to go, and I was like, oh my God, what am I missing all these years? Now, here's the most exciting part about it is, a few days ago, DWP announced that they now own Rocklahoma as they have taken it over as one of their festivals. So there won't be conflicts now. I can go all the time. And they also took over Born and Raised, which was is a very popular country festival there in Oklahoma at that same venue. And, so, man, DWP has so many cool festivals now. We're giving tickets away to most all of them, okay? So here's the gig. Did you find the Kerry King yet?
You said which video we're looking for?
He only has one, I think, right now. It's his newest song. So whatever's
Idle Hands.
Yep, that's the one.
Do you want to play it on screen or just a sound?
Let's play it on screen when I give you the cue. Okay. So here's the deal with the camping. Okay, so I meet these people the first year. They have a big school bus that they converted, and they made a deck on it. It's really freaking cool. The nicest people ever. They go every year to Rocklahoma. They invite me in like family. They feed me in the morning before I have to go work all day in the festival. They take care of me at night. And then you stand up on top of the bus and girls come up and they show their private parts for, beads. That's what you get. Like there's so many booths in the campground that if you show us your boobs, you get beads, like the Mardi Gras beads. And every woman does it. Like they all do it just for beads. That's all it takes.
For a 4-cent pair of beads, people.
Exactly. And then there's also booths that are like, show us your boobs for a shot. Well, that's like even better though. So they have like these booths, like bars that are campers. It's not like they're not vendors. They're campers setting up bars so people will show them their boobs. Guys do it too. They show their boobs too. There's a lot of man boobs around there. It's Oklahoma. It's flat. There's not much hiking, stuff like that. And
when you say flat next to boobs is never really a good thing.
No, it probably isn't.
Yeah, right. All I heard was flat boobs.
So, and then also they have the strip club campsite. So after the day is over and the headliner's done, you go back to the campgrounds and there's a line waiting for the strip club. That's why we need the Pipeman Only Fans there. We got some comments. Let's see what comments are in there. Somebody wants a mouth of salty nuts. You can get that at Rocklahoma.
You can get that. Well, the only
look at this. Rebel's got a fan.
My cameraman, Gary.
Rebel's got a fan. Look at that. He likes the pigtails. Can you give him the pigtail voice again?
You like the pigtail voice again? Oh my God.
I think Gary should call it.
Right.
Respond to him for giving you a compliment.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me a compliment. It's just really cool.
And he likes your glasses too. I think you have a super fan. He wants to subscribe to Pipeman Only Fans so he can see your content, Rebel.
Well, thank you. Thank you so very much. It's awesome.
Nice. So they have also DJ camping, like DJ booths, like dance clubs and stuff, and these secret campsites where you get secret stuff and food campsite. There's all kinds of shit that goes on. It is a badass festival, and anybody that wants to win tickets to Rocklahoma, you can either direct message me, the Pipeman, on any of my socials. Just check out at Pipeman Radio, and you'll find me on TikTok, Threads,
what
Twitter,
are they calling right now?
X. Well, if they don't call, but we're going to get to that. I was getting to that.
Okay.
X, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I got it all. So follow me. You want to win tickets to Rocklahoma. That's one of the requirements. You have to follow me on my socials. You can pick one or two or all. Okay. So Pipeman Radio on all my socials. You could also call into the show at 561-623-9429. That's 561-623-9429. Or you can comment wherever you're listening. If there's a place to comment there, and you'll be entered to win. Meanwhile, you'll get to see Kerry King at Rocklahoma, and this is what you'll experience. That's your cue, Juan. That's your cue,
Juan.
Juan.
That's my cue. Okay.
That's your cue.
That's your cue, Juan.
Here we go.
See, the other was louder. I think we need more volume. Look, Rebel, it's your boyfriend. And that's who Rachel's going to meet after leaving her cousin boyfriend. So he has admitted, Kerry King has said that that his new solo project is a continuation of their last album, which is Slayer's last album, which was a phenomenal, relentless, and it does. So you got to get From Hell I Rise. It's out May 17th, and they're going to be at a bunch of the DWP festivals. You cannot miss out. Kerry King is going to kick your devil booty. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming. What are you doing? Are you sucking on something, Rebel? Is that are you
OnlyFans content?
Okay, so here you go. Okay, so first of all, this is what Gary has to say about you, Rebel. Or maybe
tell me what it says. I can't see the screen.
Or maybe he's talking about himself. Why can't you see the screen?
Because I can't see the screen without these things on.
Oh, the horny devil.
No, I think he says he wants to be the horny devil to her holy angel.
Yeah.
Well.
And what are moobs?
Man boobs.
Man boobs.
Oh, is that what they are?
I don't know, but he was referencing that when we were talking about that.
Yeah, moobs are not a good look. And, you know, here's a reason to no longer wear one-piece suits. Nobody should ever wear one-piece suits. And maybe this is why they should bring back the Speedo as popular, because the less clothes you have on the ocean in Costa Rica, the less likely you're going to be all stung to shit by that larva like the Pipeman. I'm changing the Speedos from now on because they don't like to bite my genitals. So, you know, maybe I'll be cool there. That's not what they look like this, though. Isn't it weird? Look, it looks like gummy worms with pepper in them. Doesn't it?
Gummy worms with pepper in them.
Listen, what a great practical joke that would be is to grab some of these and give it to somebody that thinks they're gummy worms. Oh, can I have some? And then give it to them. Come on.
That's harsh. That's harsh.
That would be fun.
That would be absolutely disgusting.
Would it?
So is that a picture of you holding it?
They eat ant larvae in Mexico. So how is this any different?
I don't eat it. I wouldn't want to give somebody something to eat that's not actually edible. And will it sting going down?
That's the point.
I don't know, he's holding it.
That's what's good about it.
That's what makes it unique.
Yeah, uniquely you can kill someone. Okay, no.
Yeah, that's what I pulled out of my board shorts.
Really?
Well, you know, some things should be left unsaid.
Well, you know,
I don't want to pull anything like that out of my shorts, people.
The action was so good that I've been like incapacitated for a couple days. That's how good it was. Yeah. Like, have you ever had anything that was that good that you couldn't function for the next few days? How about you, Rachel?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
She's so excited right now.
Yeah, it's called a really strong hunger. Like, you know, at our age, if you drink too much, it'll
I'm talking about sex, Rachel. I'm talking about sex.
I have had not a couple days, but like a couple hours where I'm just like
How about you, Rebel?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is it when you do all 5 boyfriends at once in a an ethical manner? Is it non-ethical or ethical?
It's like if you have too many orgasms. You know, at our age, like you have an orgasm and it takes a lot out of you. And if you have another one, it's like, okay.
I don't know. I don't hear that.
Recover now. You know what I mean? Like,
what about at your age, Juan? Is that how it feels after you orgasm?
No, I bet one can have many.
It feels like you spent 8 hours at the massage parlor.
Listen,
just having 3 different women massage you all over.
Wow. Okay. Now we know what's really going on after work.
Let me get my toy.
Okay.
This is the Adventures of Pipeman After Hours. Welcome.
That's going to be in the OnlyFans. That's going to be in the OnlyFans. So listen, I just got to say, okay, I'm done with you frickin' people.
What?
I mean,
it's
been real. It's been fun. Can't say it's been real fun yet, but it will be next week. So everybody needs to tune into Pipeman next week. The Adventures of Pipeman, the last episode in Costa Rica, where the Pipeman's in Costa Rica, will be next week. That'll be season 52, episode 473. And
episode 11.
And
13.
Tune in every week, Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on W4CY Radio at W4CY.com. And not only that, but every morning, 8 a.m., you have to listen. It's just the audio version. You can listen to the audio version of interviews that I've done because there's lots of interviews. What is she doing?
Y'all know what she's doing. Brady Bunch thing, or
is that what you're trying? Are you Jan Brady?
No. It looks like she's trying to phone home.
Marsha.
All right, so,
that's Cindy.
Man, you guys got to contact me to win some tickets to Rocklahoma, to Bourbon and Beyond, to
Louder Than Life,
Incarceration, to Sonic Temple, to Welcome to Rockville. Although I don't know if we even have any left for that one. To Louder Than Life. To Aftershock. And hey, it's been a blast. Again, you somebody's screen is steaming up from you, Rebel.
Well, enjoy it. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Their encounter off the show will be on the Pipeman Only Fans. Make sure to subscribe. Pipeman Radio, all socials, OnlyFans, everywhere. And you know what? If you show up somewhere in Houston, Texas, at some point in time, you might find the Pipeman, but you might not. Any final words, Pipe Nuts?
Y'all have a good evening.
See you on
all right. Evening. Yeah. It's not evening yet. What the hell is wrong with you? Get the Pipeman group on. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Be here next week. Be here every week or else. Roll it, Juan.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.